Hey friends, I've been traveling today, and so I'm not quite up to doing a full email reading. I'm going to try to get back to that tomorrow. But I did notice on TikTok that apparently Gypsy decided to message Rachel Garlick. And I found that so hilarious. So let's just take a little look and commentary, y'all. So she sent Rachel a message that said, "It's sad that after all these years, all I ever was to you and still am is dollar signs and clout. And that is why I ended our friendship years ago. I hope with this knowledge, you can reflect and see that." With what knowledge? Like, what does she think she's actually saying here? Like, she thinks she's shaming Rachel for making money. And I know, a lot of people have issues with stuff that Rachel's done. I haven't followed it very closely. I do get a little weirded out when anyone makes a GoFundMe, but it's whatever, not a big deal. But yeah, Gypsy is clearly trying to shame Rachel for the money stuff, but we all know Gypsy is all about the money. Like, she's trying to shame Rachel while we're reading about her $50 pay pigs all over the emails. So Rachel responded and said, "I have no idea what you were talking about. It don't make money off this stupid app. I hardly even post. That's just a response to everything you were blind to. The only thing I reflect on is how terrible you have become. Why and how did you become such an evil person when you used to be so kind-hearted? You advocate for bullying and you are literally the biggest bully I've ever seen. All you have to do is see what you're doing, apologize, and nobody would treat you this way. You are truly a horrible person now, Gypsy, and until you see that, your life will be defending yourself. I refuse interviews with tons of platforms, so you are wrong. I have way more. Let's go to the next screenshot. I have way more shit on you that I haven't shared, so you better check yourself talking to me like that. I am praying for your self reflection. I'm good over here. I literally told you on the phone I didn't want cameras in my face, so your accusations are ridiculous." Yeah, it's pretty wild that Rachel says, "I have way more shit on you that I haven't shared, so you better check yourself." I wonder what she's holding back, y'all. And why? Why is she holding it back? Does it incriminate her too? Or what's the reason? Because she seems to have come out with most anything. Then she sends Gypsy a screenshot showing her payments. I think they're pretty small. Then Gypsy says, "The only thing I've ever done that is borderline bullying, and it's not even bullying whenever it's two exes going at each other back and forth on social media, was to Ryan, a man who, when I first entered," she gets her words all mixed up here. "Go back and forth on social media, was to Ryan, a man who, when I first introduced you, you called him fat and ugly. Do you remember that? Because I'm pretty sure it was in an email, and as you know, every single email that was ever sent to or from me is coming out. Wait till they get to yours if they haven't already." And then you went on to tell everybody that he got fired for being inappropriate with a student. And other than my ex-husband, Ryan, who yourself have bullied in the past, you even used to put up pictures of him calling him. Oh, let's cut off there. The next screenshot it goes to is kind of cut off. It says something, "You or me putting yourself on a pedestal here. Last time we spoke, I thought we left on mutual terms that were pretty decent. I haven't spoke to you since because I was on parole and any interaction with you, phone, text, or otherwise, was against my parole restrictions. If you forgot that little bit in the clause that says association with other felons is a parole restriction. The next thing you know, what do I see is you talking shit about me in videos and on panels on TikTok. Have you not seen the amount of hate and bullying that I receive on a daily basis? I get made fun of from everything from my hair to my weight to my voice to my eyes. You know pretty much everything about me, and I something do anything about it. I made a parody video of some of the well-known content creators that have been bullying me for a year and a half and still continue to do so, so I made light fun of the situation. There is a massive amount of hypocrisy on TikTok, and those content creators really expect not to get any sort of clapback from me? That they could bully and harass and make fun of me, and then when it gets done to them, it's not justified? The point is that 99% of the things people say about me is not true, and the other percentage I give a little leadway because I have something back and forth clapping back at Ryan. Something shit about me, I say shit about him, but we're exes and that's our own thing. As for everybody else, I don't bother anybody else. I don't do anything to anyone. I'm the mother of a 7-month-old child. I'm too goddamn busy living my life to care about these dumb fucks on the internet. They don't fuck me, they don't feed me, they don't finance me. Those low-life pieces of shit will get their karma when they reach God, and it is in God's hands to forgive them of their sins. I'm sure you've heard about the billboard, the first one at least. How do you feel about them putting a picture of me holding my sweet baby girl on a billboard of hate and harassment? You're a mother. How would you feel if Nimmy was on that billboard? You say you never wanted to be in front of cameras, but when I called you to invite you to my release party, you told me I got to clean my house to get ready for the camera crew. So you may not have wanted interviews, but you wanted to be on my show. Like I said, and I'll say it again, I know what real friendship is, and you were never a real friend. Go back to peddling which shreds of an old friendship you had with me is left. I'm so glad I didn't give you my underwear that you wanted me to give you so you could sell it on the internet when I was in prison and we were still actually friends. You were trying to mooch off me way something when trying to sell my panties on the dark web, but something message I've ever written you. So, with that being said, Rachel, owe you nothing. I owe everyone else nothing. What I owe myself and the family I've created is everything. Have a nice life. Okay, there was a lot of hilarity in there because Gypsy says that she didn't talk to Rachel because it was a parole condition, but then she also mentions that she invited Rachel to her release party. So if it was a parole condition, why did she invite her and then uninvite her? This doesn't make any sense. But of course, it's Gypsy Rose. She never makes any sense. And the whole selling the underwear thing is hilarious. Y'all know Gypsy would have loved to done that. I think she only didn't because she was afraid she'd get in trouble. Rachel replies, I didn't ask you for your underwear. I don't even know how to get on the dark web. LOL, I said a guy said that we could probably do that. Yes, I am going to post it because you continuously show what a terrible person you are. By the way, my exact words were, I don't want cameras in my life because I'm not going to clean my house. Then laughed. You can twist my words all you want. IDGAF. You have never even said thank you for everything that I did for you. Do you not remember that I turned down doing Cellmate Secrets by Lifetime because I didn't want to make dollars off you? And I know they would twist the narrative to make you look bad. So stop acting like you are so damn special. I'd rather be struggling than constantly lie to people like you. And yes, I said Ryan wasn't attractive. Ain't even gonna lie. I thought you deserved better, but now I think you deserve everything you get. Speak my piece and call you out when I know you are lying. And it's not cute that you are doing exactly the same thing your mother did. You have turned your life and your daughter into a cash cow. You advocate for nobody. You lie continuously, manipulate everyone, bullying people who go against you and try to control the narrative. We see you, Gypsy. We see you. You are a terrible person who needs seriously help. Get over yourself. Gypsy, you sold yourself to the devil for likes. Yeah, I didn't see any lies in that one. And then she sent the video where Gypsy made fun of Quiche and all the others and says, don't do things for people to do this to you. Nobody does it to me. See who's in the wrong here, Gypsy? And Gypsy says, I deleted my 9.4 million follower TikTok permanently and went private as you people will allow me. Don't think that sounds like someone who wants to get likes and views, just saying. And as for advocating, I can advocate without posting it. It is possible to do something kind for people and not scream, hey, I helped this person. Not that you would understand that. Oh, that's hilarious. She ain't advocating for shit, y'all. And does anyone think she actually deleted her 9.4 million follower TikTok? I don't. We've heard that song and dance before. She said that 100 times and it always comes back. That is hilarious. That's the end of their messages. Let me scroll back through, make sure I didn't forget anything I wanted to give commentary on because yeah, I was glad to see Rachel called her out on doing exactly the same thing to her kid as her mom. Because that whole second series, that second season of their Lifetime show, was all about her being pregnant and the drama. So I don't give a shit if she didn't show the baby's face or not. She still used it as cash cow. And whenever she tries to sell her, blown beauty job art, says that I am a new mother with a 7-month old, that's using her kid again. If people want to buy your art, they'll buy your art. But I thought it was funny she put the underwear thing there because I think she did that just knowing that Rachel would post them and wanting to try and get that accusation out there. And also, she mentioned the emails saying, well, as you know, they're all being read. I can't wait till they get to yours. We've done read Gypsy and Rachel's. Like, I've read several of them over and over and over on lives, on edited videos. They're not that interesting. So what that Rachel didn't think Ryan was attractive, a lot of people think he's not. It's not a big deal. Like, there are really even really, really handsome men and women who aren't everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's always gonna find everyone attractive. I don't know why Gypsy thought that that was some kind of smoking gun on Rachel. But yeah, it's hilarious that she's trying to kind of threaten Rachel with, "Oh, they're reading all my emails. It's gonna come out, everything you said." We've done read shit from Rachel. It's boring. And now that I said that, we'll probably find some really juicy ones later. And man, if we do, I'll be on here reading them, y'all. But I thought this was hilarious. And Gypsy is always claiming that she's going private. She's going private. But she can't resist making comments all over the place, authorizing her friends to post videos. Like, there's nothing private about her. Just deleting that TikTok, if she even did delete it. I don't think any of us believe that. But just doing that is not actually private. I'm sure it'll come out in no time. She'll reactivate it and be like, "I don't have to explain myself to y'all." Oh my gosh, what do you all think, friends? I am staying at a hotel this week, so if the weather permits, I might do a live stream down by the pool or the hot tub tomorrow, and tomorrow, I'm gonna get back to reading the emails. This was just kind of a quick, short, funny video real quick because I saw that Gypsy was trying to harass Rachel Garlick again through messages and talk about shit like it matters. Oh my gosh. Well, what do y'all think, friends? Let me know in the comments, and I hope everyone's having a good day. Can't do a palate cleanser because I'm not at home with my cheese and my flowers, but we'll be back soon, friends.